Well, the stage is getting set for a round of heavy rain, some severe weather too over the next couple of days, and a heat wave, it looks like, across the west as the weather pattern really starts to shift up. We've seen some really strong storms trying to pulse up through the evening hours across parts of Kentucky, even into Tennessee. You can see them all pinwheeling around this low, and with that cold air aloft, we're seeing that instability, and that's why we're seeing those heavier showers and storms starting to develop as we head into the afternoon. Across the Central Plains, across the Northern Plains, it's quiet here. Just a few storms across Texas. Some of these could get on the strong side as we head into the afternoon and evening right along the Rio Grande. A lot of wind shear. You can see that ripping the tops of those storms apart, fueling those intense storms. And as we look off the west coast, you can see your jet stream here off the west coast. Everything moving into British Columbia. We may see some changes, though, on the way as we head through the weekend into the first part of next week. Heavy rain possible across the south. A bit of a conveyor belt of moisture setting up here. That's going to keep the rain totals in order of 3, 4, or 5 inches of rain over the next couple of days. It could be quite soggy. And then we're going to see something interesting happen as the weather pattern shifts up. Some pretty chilly air is going to be felt heading into Saturday across parts of the mid-Atlantic, the Ohio Valley. Behind this departing upper low, boom, there you go, with northwest flow building in. Temperatures waking up Saturday in the 30s and 40s, so pretty chilly. And then cooler than average, too, across the Gulf Coast. So East Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, with temperatures below average, showery, wet, a lot of rain on the way over the next couple of days. And then we're getting some ridging building over top of this cutoff low, which, you know, if your jet stream is coming in like this, we've been talking about these cutoff lows now for several days. Here it is, just spinning on its own, separated from the main flow to the north. So it's not going to be moving very quickly. Rain, damp, cool, kind of gross over the next couple of days. Although some of you by July will be hoping for some cooler weather. Kind of nice, though, as we head toward the first part of next week, I think, temperature-wise anyway. And then look at this, kind of chilly, at least heading into next weekend. We could be looking at below-average temperatures across a good chunk of the country. Severe weather through the evening hours, again, across parts of Tennessee, North Carolina, even as far north as parts of Virginia and Kentucky. We've seen the storms today, and then into the parts of Texas, and right here along the southeast coast, and really anywhere from the mid-Atlantic. Underneath this core of cold air as it shifts off to the east, the threat for some damaging winds, some hail. An isolated tornado can't be ruled out with some instability, some wind shear too, and some hail possible with those strong updrafts. The National Weather Service, the Storm Prediction Center, has hatched this area out, especially right here in the parts of Tennessee, Kentucky, North Georgia, Alabama, parts of South Carolina, western North Carolina through the overnight hours, with a few storms that may continue that intensity through the evening hours, bringing some hail. Some of it could be large. Once we get into the overnight, things do start to calm down some. We will see a few showers and thunderstorms lingering through the morning hours through really eastern Pennsylvania down into West Virginia and Virginia. And here comes that dry push of air and more moisture moving along the Gulf Coast as we're watching this upper low spinning here. You can see everything pinwheeling around it. So some strong storms possible, I think, heading into Saturday, into parts of, well, really Friday night into early Saturday morning across parts of the southeast coast. Storm Prediction Center has highlighted this area on Friday, I should say, into Friday night into early Saturday morning from southeast Virginia all the way down into southern Mississippi and southern Alabama and parts of Florida. Continuing this out in time, now we're moving into Saturday night into early Sunday. That shower activity lifting back north into Tennessee and North Carolina, so more wet weather on the way here. More shocking, I think, will be the cool air on the way. I'm going to back this up. Here's where your highs will be on Friday. Quite a bit cooler across Ohio, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, but look at these lows into Saturday morning. Starting off, I'm going to stop you right there. Mid-30s into the mountains of West Virginia, up into parts of Pennsylvania. That's chilly. And look at this, by even 10 o'clock, you're still in the 40s. So if you've got plans on Saturday morning, get the jackets ready. It's going to be cool. You can shed them in the afternoon, though. We should pop back up into the 60s, 70s back across parts of the Midwest and the upper Mississippi Valley. Okay, a wider look at what's going on through the weekend. Again, we've got this upper low spinning across parts of the Gulf Coast states. It's going to keep the moisture here. We've talked about that across the west. Big ridge, that's going to be warm. Temperatures above average. We're getting into the triple digits across parts of the deserts, so above average numbers on the way. And then as we move into Monday and Tuesday, this upper low meanders. It doesn't go very far. Look at the moisture just really being pulled into the southeastern United States. There comes that moisture into the Pacific Northwest I was talking about as we head into Monday and Tuesday, cooling us down, rain and snow, maybe even to the Sierra. We could see some more accumulating snow. And this upper low continues to spin across parts of the Tennessee Valley. On the east side of that, there could be some strong thunderstorms. We're pulling a lot of moisture in here to the East Coast. Cool underneath this upper low, too, so the rain isn't going anywhere, and we're dry from Texas all the way to Minnesota as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday. So I think an active weather pattern is starting to set up over the next couple of days with this upper low spinning around. If you really kind of want to take it long range, let's go back let's go to the GFS. It'll probably, just to sort of compare the models, and it'll go out a little bit further. By the end of next week, we've still got this pesky upper low finally starting to meander to the northeast and drop some rain into parts of New England, but it starts to back off and more rain back into the middle part of the country with this trough that starts to swing into the northern Rockies. That will bring some cooler temperatures and some showers. Otherwise, sort of a typical pattern. Although, once we get into the next weekend, the GFS is pretty interesting with another shot of some pretty cold air moving into the Rockies. That could really drop our temperatures back and put some snow back into this part of the country. All right, that's a quick look at what's going on over the next couple of days. If you've enjoyed this kind of content, I hope you'll consider coming back and subscribing. If you're brand new, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Hope you have a great and a safe Thursday night. See you.